Afternoon, Patrick. How you doing?
I'm very well,
Good,
Victoria. How are
good.
you?
Ready for our next round of fitness testing then?
Yeah.
So this is our end of programme fitness testing. We did this all just over 12 weeks ago now. So I've come here to your house today. I know time is very precious to you, and as with the last time I've come at this around the same time of day, just so that we can get the same sort of conditions and hopefully get more accurate results. To that end, I just need to check a few things with you, like I did before. Did you have 6 to 8 hours sleep last night?
I did.
Lovely. Are you nice and hydrated?
I am.
Okay. I don't need to ask you about smoking, but have you had any caffeine in the last 3 hours?
No.
No, and nothing to eat or drink in the last 4 hours?
No.
No, you haven't trained in the last 12 hours?
I haven't.
And that you haven't consumed alcohol in the last 48 hours?
No.
Okay, lovely. So are you feeling fit and healthy today? Any injuries or anything I need to know about?
No, I feel good, no injuries.
Good, lovely. All right then. I just want to let you know as well before we start that all the information that I record today, as always, I when I get home I type them up on my computer, which is password protected, put them in my personal training files, all password protected, and then all the stuff I write down here gets shredded, so okay. It's all private and confidential, and I obviously won't discuss it with anybody else.
Understood.
Okay, right, we're going to start with blood pressure. So I always start with that because we need you calm and relaxed, and so it's always just best to put it at the start. Okay, right, so I need your left arm. I'm just going to put the cuff around your left arm. Just going to feed this through before I put it on. It's easier that way. Okay, there we go. Hold on. Okay. So, yeah, thank you. Lovely. You've done this plenty of times before, I'm sure. But I'll just, that's great. So I need that arrow. So that's in line with the middle finger. And that's about 1/2 inch from the crease of your elbow. Lovely. I just curl that around. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah, alright. So just rest it on the arm, the arm of the chair. And I'm going to set that there. But I'm not going to talk to you while it's going, just because you need to be nice and calm, as I said. Okay, I'm just going to press start now. So you'll feel it inflating and you'll feel the pressure. Okay, so you've got our first reading here. So I've got your reading that we took 12 weeks ago here, and as you can see, you've gone down one on each. So we've got 112 now and over 77, and so 12 weeks ago you were 113 over 78.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting a big difference anyway because you're already a fit and healthy individual. What I will do, just for accuracy, I will take a second reading. I have to wait a couple of minutes before we can do a second reading. You like to keep the cuff on for a couple of minutes?
No problem.
Yeah, okay, I'll just put that down there. So while we're waiting, I'll just talk to you about blood pressure and what it means and what it does. So what this machine does is it basically measures the force exerted on the walls of the artery during the different phases of the heart, the contraction of the heart. So you always get a larger number over a smaller number. The larger number is your systolic pressure.
Right.
And so that's the force exerted on the artery walls when the heart is contracted, so when it's pumping the blood, so when it actively pumps the blood. And then the second, smaller measurement is when the heart is relaxed. And that's called the diastolic pressure. Diastolic measurement. So you've got your systolic over your diastolic. So when I take your reading, I take it and I compare it to this chart here. So as you see, you've got different classifications down here: low blood pressure through normal up to hypertension, and then the various figures here. So when we look for you, you're now 112, which is well in the normal range, over 77 again, which is well within the normal range. Okay, and so basically what blood pressure does is it gives us a good indicator of your cardiovascular health.
I see.
So anyone with higher readings, so when we start to get towards pre-hypertension, hypertension, basically these are the people that are at risk of cardiovascular disease. If you go the other way to low blood pressure, then that's not something that I as a personal trainer, am particularly worried about. I would just take measures along the lines of, not standing up so quickly and maybe a longer cool down, that kind of thing.
I see.
But as I say, that's not relevant to you anyway because you have perfectly normal reading. And so what I'm going to do now, hopefully I've babbled on for a couple of minutes there and we can take another reading. So again, I'll be quiet while I do it. I'm just going to press start now. You'll feel that pressure coming in. So you're nice and relaxed, lovely. There we go. Okay, got a reading. So almost exactly the same. So we've got, again, now we're just up to 113 and 77. So, okay, I'll put it 112 over 77.
Thank you.
So yeah, so we know that was a pretty accurate reading. It's got practically the same thing twice. Lovely. Right, so I'll just remove that cuff. Lovely. Okay, so the next thing I need you standing up for is the body fat percentage reading.
Okay.
So if you remember from last time, this machine, basically what it does, when you hold it out, it will send a very small electric current out one hand, and then it waits for it to come back in the other side.
Okay.
And what it is lean tissue basically conducts electricity faster than fat does. So
Alright.
the quicker it gets back, that's how it can measure what your body fat percentage is.
Wow.
So you need to stand it arms straight in front, fingers around the grooves in the back,
Okay.
and thumbs are pointed to the ceiling, so straight out in front of you.
Yeah.
I'm just going to turn it on first, where it's going to ask for some details. And so we know you are 178 centimetres. There we go, and you are, was it 83.4 kilograms, or 84.3? 84.3 kilograms. 84, and go down. There we go, set, 40, male, lovely. Right, so if you hold it, stand,
Sure.
arms out in front, and I'll press start. So we'll just wait for it to give us the figure. I've got your old score here, lovely. So it's 22.8, lovely. It's alright, you can relax now, thank you. Okay, so you have gone down from last time, which is brilliant. You were 23.8, so just 1% drop to 22.8. Same with the blood pressure, you're always in very good range, so I wasn't expecting a massive difference, but it's all going in the right direction, and as you can see that puts you, so you were previously sort of in the upper end of average, and you're now in the average end of average, as you can see.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so that's all perfect anyway, brilliant. Right, so the next thing we move on to will be your waist measurement, and we know you've lost here anyway, because we've been measuring as we go along. So 12 weeks ago you were 95 centimetres. Right, so what I'm going to do is if you just turn so your arm side onto
Oh, excuse me.
just to face the Right, I'm just going to put it around your navel. Can you just like point to where your belly button is?
Yeah.
Lovely. Yeah, lovely. Right. Okay, sorry, I've got it on inches. There we go. Right, you want it in centimetres. Alright, you can stop there, thank you. Are we still, is it still, there, does it feel above your belly button
Yeah.
still yet?
Bang on.
Okay, I'm just going to check that you're nice and parallel all the way around. Yeah, brilliant. And we are looking at 90.5 centimetres,
Okay.
which is excellent, isn't it? Because you've lost there, we already knew you'd done that anyway, so 90.5, you were 95, so you've lost 4.5
fantastic.
centimetres
Oh,
there.
thank you.
Brilliant, that's well done. Anyway, we knew that was good reading before from last time, but if you
Yeah.
look on our chart, so for males here, 90. Okay, so in the, you're in the low, where it says low, that's low risk of, health-related
Yeah.
diseases, and you're in the, so you're at low risk category, and you see you're slap bang in the middle of that low risk category, so that's really good. Well done.
Thank you.
Brilliant. What I will do though, just for accuracy, I'm going to take it again.
Okay.
Sorry. So you can just put your arms up again. That's it.
Right.
Just so I know where your belly button is. Lovely. So you just put your arms up now. So very lovely. Am I still above your belly?
Yeah, that's
I'll
it.
come up a bit.
Yeah, just
Sorry.
that's okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
Obviously don't want to keep taking your shirt off now, do I?
Uh-huh.
Right, I'm just going to check you're nice and parallel all the way around. It's easier doing that on a man's body, making sure it's parallel. Yeah, so I've got 90.5 again there.
Okay.
Okay, well done.
Thank you.
It's exactly the same, so if I'd had a different one I would have done the further reading, but they're exactly the same both times. Fantastic. So our next one is the posture check.
Okay.
So, if you remember, I'm going to stick my plumb line
Yeah.
up here, so just come above you to just attach this. Make sure it's nice and secure. Oh, there we go. Just obviously wait for that to get still, become still. Okay, so what I want you to do first is, if you go stand so you're facing that way,
Sure.
and I'll do the side on view first.
Okay.
Okay, so can you just come, take half a step backwards?
Yeah.
Half a step forward. Quarter of a step forward, thank you, lovely. Right, because what I want here is, so we'll just pull this up a bit, just so I can see your ankle. Yeah, that's right, yeah. So what it is, it's just forward of your ankle, I can see, goes right up the centre of your knee, right through the middle of your hips, still moving a tad, so I'm just going to steady it a bit. There we go, lovely. Yep, so goes through the centre of your midpoint of your knee, midpoint of your hips, curve of your lumbar spine, and then I'm just going to stand up through the middle of your shoulders, and then but your centre of your ear. Yeah. So it's just slightly off the centre of your ear. So, but it looks pretty good to me. Lovely. Right. So what I'm going to do then now is I'm going to ask you to turn and face me.
Okay.
And I want the line right through the centre of your nose, which is great. So what I'm looking for now is imbalances on the frontal plane. So your ear, sorry, I'm like a bit old, I've got one eye closed, it just helps me to see better.
Sure.
Right, so you've got nice level ears. Your shoulders look nice and level before now. And what I noted last time was that I think your left, let me just check. You had your left shoulder slightly lower than your right, so your left shoulder, and that actually look really even now today.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's good news.
which is great. So what that could help, hopefully, what that means is that having me watching you doing the exercises and making sure that posture was all perfect and correct has like helped to address that imbalance that you had there.
Sure.
Because I can't see any imbalance there now on your shoulder at all, which is great. And I can't see where your knees are. Do you mind if I just?
Not at all.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, nice line there. And so I'm just gonna now ask you to remove your shoes. I'm afraid.
That's okay.
Yeah. I just noticed I've gone down to check the arches of your feet and realised that your shoes are on.
Not a problem.
Sorry.
Not a problem at all. Okay.
Okay, right. Do you mind just rolling, if I just roll your...
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, just so I can see him. Thank you. There you go, you look like you're going paddling in the sea now. Okay, I'm just going to study that again. Okay. So that's your hair. Yeah, see, arches are slightly low, but we knew that anyway, and you've never had any issues
No.
when you come from your feet, have you? A slight bit of pronation is absolutely normal anyway. So lovely. So everything else, hips level from the front. Right. So if you could then now turn around to the, so I can get you from the back.
Okay.
Brilliant. I'm just gonna move myself so that you're nice and central there again. So again, shoulders still at level from the back. I'm just gonna feel now your scapula. I'm just gonna feel. Well, I'm just feeling the outside down the lines of the shoulder blades. Just make sure that when they come to the bottom point that they're level, which they are, which is great, fantastic. And your elbows are level again. Hips still at level from the back. I'm just, yeah. And sorry, I can't see your knees. I'm just gonna, yeah, perfect. Lovely. Now what I'm going to do, because I've taken your shoes off now, if you could just give me the side view again, just so I can just... Sorry, just half a step forward. Yeah, perfect. So we're just in front of the ankle, through the middle of the knee, the hip, the lower back, right over the elbow and shoulder. Lovely. And through the ear. So your head is slightly coming forward. Your ear is now quite a bit forward of the. That's it. Great. That's it. You don't have to stand how you would naturally.
No.
How you would naturally. You've held yourself up a lot better there. Yeah. That looks much better. Is that how you would stand naturally now, where you're just thinking about it now?
No,
It's what perfect. Well, the perfect. There's no such thing really as perfect posture anyway. So everything else is really well aligned. So I wouldn't be too bothered about your ear just being slightly in front of the line. But what would perfect posture would be basically you want to have sort of minimal muscular contraction to hold that pose,
Sure.
as it were. So it shouldn't be effort, but nice and natural. Okay. So we've got that ear slightly forward, but other than that, everything else looks absolutely perfect, spot on.
Okay.
So again, I won't say anything too much to worry about. Lovely. Brilliant. Okay, so our next thing, sorry, you were to put your shoes back on now, sorry, is the step test.
Okay.
Well, we've got the CV test is your step test, as you know, and the press-up test is our muscular endurance test. So I'll leave it up to you which one you want to do first, because some people prefer a different way around. So, like, if you were somebody for who the step test was quite difficult, you might want to get your press-ups out of the way first, so that you're not tired for the press-ups. But someone with your CV ability, probably not such an issue. So it's up to you which way would you prefer to do. So you've got 1 minute of press-ups and the 3 minute step test.
What will I do first? I guess we'll just do the step ups first.
Step ups
Yeah,
first,
it's
lovely.
longer, it's 2, isn't it? So.
Okay, so I'll just wait for you to get that on. I'm just getting my metronome. So if you remember from last time, what I did is I set a metronome at 96 beats per minute. So if you just come around the back there, so facing the front of the room, thank you. Lovely. So for every beat, as I'll just quick demonstration here.
Sure.
So it'd be, that's the speed. So each beat is one step. So it's and basically when you're in the top there, it's a full knee extension, so straight legs when you get to the top, okay? I'll just stop that now. Stop that now. And I'm going to set up the timer. So I'll just set up the timer first, then we'll have a little practice.
Okay.
And then we'll do it. And then as you hopefully will remember from last time, as soon as the 3 minutes is over, we're going to sit down on the step.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, we'll sit down the step, I'll find your pulse,
Okay.
and then I'll take your pulse for 1 minute. Okay, so as soon as the 3 minutes is up, take a seat, and I have to try and find, well, I will find your pulse in 10 seconds of you finishing
Okay.
the exercise, okay?
No problem.
So, we'll do a practice, just so you get the rhythm of it.
Yeah.
So just in your own time, just do a little practice. So full knee extension at the top, good. Okay, and stop there. Okay, so I'll start it again, and then I'll let you know when I've started the clock.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm starting the metronome now, and I will start the timer now. Go. Lovely. It's a third of the way through. A minute to go. Just make sure your foot comes completely onto the step each time. Good. 20 seconds. Five. sit down. Okay, just get it across. Let's come down. That was 61.
Okay.
Yeah. You were 68 last time.
Oh,
That was
wow.
really good, yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
And already, if you remember from last time, was already outstanding 68. Because if you look at this chart here, so males, excellent is anything less than 112.
Okay.
And you've done exactly half that.
That's
so,
good.
Yeah, so there's nothing above, there isn't a category above excellent. Maybe they should have athlete at the top of that. So that's
I can only
superb.
hope.
And say 68 12 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and you're 61 now, so it's fab. And I could really notice it start to, even probably after about 20 seconds or so, quite early on, I noticed it
Okay.
just start to really slow down. And I was like, yeah, really noticeable how quickly that came down. Brilliant, well done.
Okay. Thank you.
So your next one, do you want some water before
Yeah,
you
well, Vicky.
do your press up test? Oh, there's another minute. I'll press repeat rather than stop. Hang on. There we go. Is it still going? Yeah. Cancel. There we go. Right.
Okay.
Lovely. So, I still need that open actually for a minute because we're doing a minute of press ups.
I remember.
Yeah. So 18 was your last.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's
Going
beat
to
it.
beat that.
Definitely,
Hopefully.
100%.
Yeah. Right. So I'm just going to move this step back a bit. Can you're right to sit down because it's
Yeah.
carpet. It doesn't move very well on carpet. We'll just move it there out the way so you can go lengthways along there.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Of course.
Right. So we're going to be 18. So I'll position myself and. So if you could start in the down position.
Yeah. I know it well.
You're right to go straight into it?
Yeah,
Do you
no,
want a bit more
I
recovery
feel
time?
like I've recovered well, so I've got to try to
Okay,
beat that
good.
number
Yeah.
now. Well, I'd like to anyway.
Okay, no, good, I'm sure
so
you can.
It's a case there's no breaks, it's just non-stop.
Yeah, no,
so
yeah,
that-
non-stop. This is your either to 1 minute or to failure, if you know what I mean.
Okay,
So
okay,
yeah,
so 1 minute or into failure.
Yeah.
No, I understand, yeah, so I see what
limber up, come on then.
Every
Right.
bit helps, you know,
No,
so.
Straight off. So when you're in that down position, press up position, I'll start
Yeah,
the
okay.
time 1 minute. Okay.
Yeah.
So shoulder width, what's lovely.
No, they're okay, it looks like.
Yeah, so press up to the down position.
Yeah, okay,
And-
is that
yeah.
I'm ready?
Go. That's 18. We've still got 30 seconds. Five seconds. 7, 37, well done. Well, that one at the end. 37 and a half.
Really close.
So it's 37 full press-ups there.
Okay.
37. So your last one was 18, but if I remember correctly, I think you stopped
I did.
because you got to failure and you wanted to rest before carrying on, and so because you hit 18 like well before or just before 30 seconds there. So you kept going for the whole minute for one, which was is an obvious improvement on last time, and almost double. Yeah, almost double, because double would be 38, wouldn't it? Quick maths. 36 for me, so it is over double. So you just done over double. So 37. Well done.
Thank you.
Right. So that's the last piece of the test. So we've been going through it anyway. I think we've had improvements. It was around the same. Oh. Keep pressing repeat instead of stop. Okay. So your blood pressure was about the same as last time, which was already good. Already normal. You were already in average body fat. There was an improvement there of 1%, lovely, down 1%. And your waist circumference was you'd lost 4.5 centimetres, which is brilliant. We've got the thing I don't know if I explained about waist, taking the waist measurement, is that that's an indicator of health-related risk, because your fat distribution, so people who get waist around the middle, it tends to mean that it's an indicator maybe of fat around the organs as well. Visceral fat is what it's called, and fat is surrounding the organs, which is obviously more dangerous than if it was, say, on your bum or legs or wherever. That's why we take a waist measurement. So you were well in the low risk category there. Your posture check, because there was a notable improvement in the shoulders from last time, so we're happy with that. And your step test, you've taken 7 off, which is, did I show you the range? I don't think I did, did I? So,
You did.
oh no, we did. We did say that. So that was your pulse. And
Fantastic.
which was, say, above excellent. And push-up test, we have more than doubled. So that's an obvious, brilliant improvement. So what I'll do is, these are all your results from last time. I'm going to write in these boxes below. I'm going to put your new ones in, your new results in. Like I say, I'll put it all in my files on my computer, and then these will be destroyed anyway. So you've done really well today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time and your
thank
effort.
you.
You've done really well. And we'll probably do that again in another 12 weeks' time, and hopefully we can make even more improvements on that. Are you happy with everything from today? Is there anything that's disappointed you?
No, actually really encouraged by it all. I know the workouts you've been doing have been educated and have been hard as well, so I felt better in the gym and my other sort of daily activities as well. But that's really some proof there as well. So now I'm delighted to be getting better and look forward to improving the next time round as well.
Are there any questions?
No, I know what I have to do. Thanks very much.
Okay. Alright, well in that case, I'll see you at our next session.
Certainly.
Alright,
Thank you
take
very
care.
much.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.